Hey, Dean Yeager.
Japanese submarine slammed 2 torpedoes into our side, Chief. He's coming back from the island of Tenendalehi. We just delivered the bomb, the Hiroshima bomb. 1,100 men went into the water. Vessel went down in 12 minutes. Didn't see the first shark for about a half hour. Tiger, 13-footer. You know how you can tell when you're in the water, Chief? You can tell by looking from the dorso to the tail. Well, we didn't know. Our bomb mission had been so secret. No distress signal had been sent. They didn't list us overdue for a week. First light, Chief. Sharks went cruising. So we formed ourselves into tight groups, you know, kind of like those squares in a barrel, you know. Squares in a barrel. The idea is when the shark comes, you start pounding and screaming. Sometimes the shark would go away. Sometimes he wouldn't go away. You know, sometimes the shark looks at you. You look at those eyes, dark eyes, like a doll's eyes. He seem to be living until he bites you. And when he bites you, those eyes roll over deep. Why? Oh, and you hear that high-pitched squeal. The ocean turns red with the spite of all the pounding and hollering. And repeat of pieces. Nobody in that first light. Lost 100 men. I don't know how many sharks. Maybe 1,000. Don't know how many men. You know, they average 6 an hour. Thursday, Chief, I bumped into a friend of mine, Henry Robertson, baseball player. Thought he was asleep, so I reached over to try to wake him. Bobbed up and down like a kind of top, up and in. Well, he'd been bitten in half below the waist. Young pilot flew in, a lot younger than Mr. Hooper here, but anyway, he swung in low and saw us, and 3 hours later a big fat EBY come and picked us up. You know, that's the time that I was most frightened, waiting for my turn. I'll never put on a life jacket again. So 1,100 men went into the water, 360 came out, the sharks took the rest, June 29th, 1945. Anyway, we delivered the bomb.
Friday night I crashed your party. Saturday I said I'm sorry.
Ourselves into tight groups, you know how glad is when the shark comes up, like, man, he starts pounding and it's a party. Nobody in that first light. Lost 100 men. I don't know how many sharks. Maybe 1,000. Fuck. Nobody in that first light. Lost 100 men. I don't know how many sharks. Maybe 1,000. Don't know how many did. The average. How many sharks? How many sharks? Maybe 1,000. Don't know how many did. The average. And you know, the average 6 an hour. God.